If you're over 60 and think that keeping your leg muscles strong requires expensive powders, specialty shakes, or exotic cuts of meat, I have news that might surprise you. Your strength, balance, and independence don't depend on emptying your wallet at the health food store. In fact, what I'm about to share could save you hundreds of dollars each year while helping you maintain strong, resilient muscles that keep you moving with ease. It's time to uncover a truth the fitness and supplement industry rarely advertises. Some of the most effective, muscle-preserving protein sources are hiding in plain sight, right in your neighborhood grocery store. They don't come with glossy packaging, celebrity endorsements, or outrageous price tags. Yet, time and time again, science confirms they work better than many of the premium products that drain people's bank accounts. And here's why this matters so urgently. Starting in your 50s, the average person loses between 1% and 2% of their muscle mass every single year. This creeping decline, known as sarcopenia, adds up quickly. Over the course of 3 decades, you could lose nearly 1/3 of your total muscle. Think about what that means. Muscles that once allowed you to climb stairs with ease, stand from a chair without help, or walk briskly through the park, start to fade away if you don't fight back with the right fuel. This isn't just about how much weight you can lift. The health of your leg muscles, in particular, is directly tied to how well you move, how steady you feel, and how independently you can live. Weak legs are a leading reason older adults struggle with balance, posture, and mobility. In fact, when leg muscles decline, everyday actions, walking to the kitchen, rising from the couch, or even stepping into the shower, can become surprisingly difficult. That's why doctors and researchers now emphasize preserving lower body strength as one of the most important health goals after 60. But here's the challenge. As anyone who's gone grocery shopping recently knows, protein isn't cheap. Beef, chicken, and even fish are rising in price. Protein powders and specialty bars, many cost more per serving than a full meal. The good news is you don't have to buy into the hype. There are affordable, nutrient-dense foods that provide exactly what your body needs. Foods that support muscle repair, reduce inflammation, and help you stay strong well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. Over the past few years, I've met older adults who defy every stereotype of aging. People in their 70s still carrying groceries without help, 80-year-olds walking several miles a day without fatigue, and even grandparents chasing their grandchildren in the park without missing a step. The common thread? They weren't spending fortunes on boutique supplements. They were choosing everyday foods that their bodies could absorb and use efficiently. Foods that cost cents, not dollars, per serving. Now, let's explore the science behind these foods and why they work. Studies show that nutrient-dense proteins, especially those high in essential amino acids like leucine, which triggers muscle repair, are key to slowing sarcopenia. Combine these proteins with anti-inflammatory compounds and bone-strengthening nutrients, and you have a recipe not just for maintaining muscle, but for thriving with energy and resilience. Even better, some of the best sources cost less than 50 cents per serving. So, let's dive into the list. 7 affordable, protein-rich foods that support leg muscle strength after 60. And we'll begin with one that most people overlook, sometimes even wrinkle their nose at, despite being a nutritional powerhouse. Food number 1, sardines, the tiny powerhouse. For decades, sardines have been unfairly dismissed. People complain about the smell, the texture, or the idea of eating a small fish whole. Yet sardines are one of the most nutrient-packed, budget-friendly proteins you can buy. At around $1.25 a can, sardines deliver approximately 23 grams of complete protein, making them pound for pound one of the most efficient protein sources in the grocery store. But what sets sardines apart isn't just the protein quantity, it's the quality. Sardines provide all 9 essential amino acids in the exact ratios your body needs for muscle repair and growth. For older adults, this is critical because as we age, our muscles become less responsive to protein. That means it takes higher quality protein to stimulate muscle synthesis effectively. Sardines deliver exactly that. Even more impressive is their omega-3 content. Omega-3 fatty acids, particularly EPA and DHA, play a direct role in reducing chronic low-grade inflammation, a hidden enemy that accelerates muscle breakdown with age. Chronic inflammation acts like a slow-burning fire in the body, eroding muscle tissue faster than it can be rebuilt. Omega-3s put out that fire, protecting your existing muscle while supporting new growth. Research backs this up. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition followed older adults who ate small, fatty fish like sardines twice a week. After 3 years, these individuals preserved significantly more muscle than those who didn't. Their walking speed, balance, and strength all remained higher, even into their late 70s and 80s. And there's more. Sardines also supply vitamin D, calcium, and phosphorus, nutrients vital for bone density. Remember, strong leg muscles don't exist in isolation. They work hand in hand with strong bones to keep you upright and mobile. Weak bones combined with weak muscles create a dangerous recipe for falls and fractures. Sardines offer a natural, affordable way to reinforce both. Practical tip: if the thought of eating sardines straight from the can is unappealing, try mixing them into salads, blending them with tomato sauce for pasta, or spreading them on whole grain crackers. Once you get past the initial hesitation, many find them surprisingly satisfying. Food number 2, eggs, the gold standard. Let's move to another affordable classic, eggs. At roughly 15 cents per egg, they are one of the cheapest, highest quality proteins available. Each egg provides about 6 grams of complete protein, but the real magic lies in the yolk. That's where you'll find vitamins like B12, crucial for nerve health and energy metabolism, and choline, which supports brain function as you age. Eggs are particularly rich in leucine, the amino acid most directly linked to triggering muscle protein synthesis. Studies have shown that older adults who consume higher amounts of leucine experience less muscle wasting and greater improvements in strength, especially in the legs. Another overlooked benefit: eggs are easy to prepare and digest. For seniors who may struggle with appetite, chewing tougher meats, or digestive sensitivity, eggs offer a simple, accessible solution. Scrambled, boiled, poached, or baked into frittatas, they can be adapted to nearly any taste or routine. There's also a persistent myth that eggs are dangerous for heart health due to cholesterol. But extensive research has shown that moderate egg consumption does not increase the risk of heart disease for the majority of people. In fact, the nutrients in eggs, including omega-3 enriched varieties, may support cardiovascular health. Think of eggs as one of the most versatile tools in your nutrition toolbox. They can form the base of breakfast, add protein to a salad, or be enjoyed as a snack. For those who prefer plant-based options or want to stretch their food budget even further, lentils are a superstar. 1 cup of cooked lentils provides around 18 grams of protein, plus a hefty dose of fiber, iron, and folate. And here's the best part. You can often buy a pound of dry lentils for under $2, yielding multiple hearty meals. Lentils shine because they combine protein with slow-digesting carbohydrates. This means they don't just help repair muscle after activity. They also provide steady energy to fuel your walks, workouts, and daily routines. For older adults, this steady energy can make the difference between feeling sluggish and feeling capable. Unlike many plant proteins, lentils are highly digestible and cause less bloating than beans for most people. Paired with grains like rice or quinoa, they provide a complete amino acid profile, ensuring your body has all the building blocks it needs for muscle repair. But the benefits don't stop with protein. Lentils are loaded with polyphenols, plant compounds with anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. These compounds reduce oxidative stress, which, like inflammation, accelerates muscle loss over time. By including lentils regularly, you're not just feeding your muscles, you're protecting them from silent damage. And because lentils cook quickly compared to other legumes, they're convenient. A pot of lentil soup, a lentil salad, or even lentil patties can provide affordable, muscle-supporting meals all week long. Wrapping up part 1. So far, we've uncovered 3 affordable, powerhouse foods, sardines, eggs, and lentils, that deliver the high-quality protein, anti-inflammatory nutrients, and bone support your body needs after 60. Together, they form a foundation for preserving leg strength, maintaining independence, and thriving with energy well into later life. In part 2, we'll dive into the next foods on the list, each one equally budget-friendly, nutrient-dense, and backed by science to keep your muscles strong and resilient. Food number 4, Greek yogurt, the creamy muscle saver. If you're looking for a protein-rich food that's as enjoyable as it is beneficial, Greek yogurt deserves a permanent spot in your refrigerator. Compared to regular yogurt, Greek yogurt is strained to remove extra liquid, leaving behind a dense, creamy product packed with protein. often twice as much as its regular counterpart. A single serving, about 6 ounces, of plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt provides between 15 and 20 grams of complete protein. That's nearly the same as 3 eggs, but in a cool, refreshing package. Even better, Greek yogurt is one of the most affordable dairy-based proteins available, especially when bought in larger containers instead of single cups. On sale, you can find it for as little as 70 cents per serving. Why does this matter so much for older adults? One key reason is timing. Research shows that spreading protein intake evenly throughout the day is more effective for muscle maintenance than consuming most protein at one meal. Greek yogurt makes this easy. Whether as breakfast, a mid-morning snack, or an evening treat, it helps you hit your protein goals without feeling heavy. But the benefits go far beyond protein. Greek yogurt is an excellent source of calcium, which works hand in hand with vitamin D to maintain bone density. Remember, your leg strength relies not just on muscle power, but also on a sturdy skeletal frame. Strong bones keep your legs aligned, balanced, and resistant to fractures. Greek yogurt also supports gut health, thanks to probiotics. A healthy gut is increasingly recognized as a key player in nutrient absorption, inflammation control, and even energy levels. Seniors with strong gut microbiomes tend to have better muscle response to protein, making Greek yogurt a double win. Another important detail: Greek yogurt is rich in casein, a slow-digesting protein. Unlike whey, which absorbs rapidly, casein releases amino acids into your bloodstream gradually over several hours. For older adults, this steady supply can be particularly helpful at night, when muscles undergo repair and growth during sleep. A serving of Greek yogurt before bed could mean waking up with stronger, better recovered legs. Practical tips: opt for plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt to avoid added sugars. Sweeten naturally with berries, cinnamon, or a drizzle of honey. Blend into smoothies with spinach, banana, and almond butter for a nutrient-packed shake. Use as a substitute for sour cream in savory dishes or as a creamy base for dips. In short, Greek yogurt is one of the most versatile, delicious, and affordable proteins you can add to your routine. And if you're focused on keeping your legs strong after 60, it can quietly become one of your most reliable allies. Food number 5, canned tuna, the convenient classic. For decades, canned tuna has been a staple in American pantries, and for good reason. It's inexpensive, widely available, and one of the simplest ways to pack a powerful protein punch into your diet. A single can of tuna provides about 20 to 25 grams of complete protein, often for under $1. But tuna isn't just about quantity. Like sardines, tuna is rich in the essential amino acids your muscles require to stay strong and resilient. And because it's lean, it delivers this protein without a lot of extra calories, making it a perfect choice for older adults who want to maintain muscle while managing weight. The connection between tuna and leg muscle health is straightforward. When you give your body a steady supply of amino acids, you give your leg muscles the raw materials to repair after daily use. Think about the strain your legs handle each day, walking, climbing stairs, bending, standing. Without enough protein, those muscles gradually shrink. With protein from foods like tuna, they rebuild and maintain strength. But tuna brings more to the table than just protein. It's also a source of omega-3 fatty acids, particularly in varieties like albacore. While not as concentrated as sardines, these omega-3s still play an important role in reducing inflammation that accelerates muscle loss. Another overlooked benefit: canned tuna is incredibly convenient. It requires no cooking, stores for years, and can be eaten straight from can. For seniors who may not want to spend hours in the kitchen, or who simply want a quick meal, it's hard to beat. And it's versatile. Mix with a little olive oil, lemon juice, and herbs for a simple salad. Combine with whole grain pasta for a balanced meal. Spread on whole grain toast for a satisfying, protein-rich snack. Blend into patties with breadcrumbs and egg, pan fry, and serve with vegetables. Of course, some people worry about mercury in tuna. The key here is moderation and choosing wisely. Light tuna, often skipjack, tend to be lower in mercury than albacore. Eating canned tuna a few times per week is considered safe for most adults, and the benefits of muscle maintenance outweigh the risks when consumed responsibly. Finally, canned tuna also provides selenium, an antioxidant mineral that protects cells, including muscle cells, from oxidative damage. Over time, reducing oxidative stress is just as important as reducing inflammation when it comes to preserving muscle tissue. The bigger picture, how foods number 4 and number 5 work together. Lentils combine plant protein with fiber and polyphenols. Greek yogurt adds casein, calcium, and probiotics for bones and digestion. Canned tuna contributes lean, convenient protein plus selenium and omega-3s. Together, these foods create a powerful network of nutrients designed to slow muscle loss, strengthen leg muscles, and reinforce overall vitality. Each one is affordable, widely available, and versatile enough to fit into any diet. The key takeaway: building and protecting leg muscle after 60 doesn't require exotic supplements, expensive powders, or endless spending. What it requires is consistency, regularly eating nutrient-rich, budget-friendly proteins that your body can use effectively. Wrapping up Part 2. By now, we've covered 5 of the 7 affordable, muscle-supporting foods every older adult should consider. Sardines, eggs, lentils, Greek yogurt, and canned tuna each bring unique advantages to the table, and when combined, they create a foundation for strong legs, steady balance, and long-lasting independence. In Part 3, we'll explore foods number 6 and number 7, 2 surprising additions that not only support muscle strength, but also improve recovery, energy, and longevity in ways most people never expect. These final foods round out the list, giving you a complete, budget-friendly toolkit for thriving after 60. In the first 2 parts of this series, we explored 5 affordable, nutrient-dense foods that support leg strength after 60: sardines, eggs, lentils, Greek yogurt, and canned tuna. Each of these foods delivers a powerful punch of protein and essential nutrients without draining your budget. Together, they lay a strong foundation for slowing sarcopenia, protecting bone density, and keeping you mobile and independent. But we're not done yet. Rounding out our list are 2 final foods, both humble, often overlooked, and incredibly effective at supporting muscle health. In fact, for many older adults, these 2 foods can make the difference between feeling sluggish and weak versus energized and strong. Let's explore foods number 6 and number 7. Food number 6, cottage cheese, the nighttime protector. Cottage cheese may not be flashy, but it's one of the most powerful muscle-preserving foods you can buy on a budget. For less than $1 per cup, cottage cheese delivers roughly 25 grams of high-quality protein, more than many protein bars or shakes that cost several times as much. Why is this important? Cottage cheese is one of the richest sources of casein protein, which digests slowly. That slow digestion means your body receives a steady supply of amino acids over several hours. For older adults, this is particularly valuable at night when muscle repair and rebuilding are at their peak. Think about it. During sleep, your body goes 7 to 9 hours without food. Without protein available, your body can enter a catabolic state, essentially breaking down muscle tissue to fuel itself. By eating cottage cheese before bed, you provide your muscles with a slow drip of nutrients that protect against overnight muscle loss. But cottage cheese isn't just about casein. It's also a rich source of leucine, the amino acid that flips the switch on muscle protein synthesis. Studies show that cottage cheese stimulates muscle building just as effectively as more expensive protein supplements when consumed consistently. Beyond protein, cottage cheese is packed with calcium and phosphorus, 2 minerals critical for bone health. Strong bones and strong leg muscles go hand in hand. After all, what good are strong quads and calves if the bones they attach to are fragile? There's also selenium, a powerful antioxidant, in cottage cheese. Selenium helps neutralize free radicals that cause oxidative stress, which accelerates aging and muscle breakdown. In other words, cottage cheese doesn't just feed your muscles, it also shields them from silent damage. Practical tips. Choose low-fat or full-fat based on preference. Both provide similar protein content. Mix with fruit and nuts for a balanced snack. Blend into smoothies for added creaminess. Use in savory dishes like stuffed peppers or baked casseroles. 4 pennies per serving. Cottage cheese acts as a silent nighttime guardian for your leg muscles, making sure they stay strong and resilient even while you sleep. Food number 7. Peanut butter, the budget-friendly booster. When most people think of peanut butter, they think of childhood sandwiches or guilty indulgence. But make no mistake, peanut butter is one of the most underrated muscle-supporting foods for older adults. Affordable, calorie-dense, and packed with plant-based protein, it deserves a permanent place in the pantry. 2 tablespoons of peanut butter provide about 8 grams of protein, along with healthy fats, magnesium, vitamin E, and antioxidants. While that protein count might seem lower compared to cottage cheese or tuna, peanut butter's real strength lies in its combination of protein, healthy fats, and energy density. Here's why that matters for leg muscle health. As we age, many older adults unintentionally eat fewer calories. Appetite declines, chewing becomes harder, or meals are skipped. When calorie intake drops too low, the body starts breaking down muscle for energy. Peanut butter provides an easy, tasty way to pack in both protein and calories, protecting muscle mass from slow erosion. The healthy fats in peanut butter, particularly monounsaturated fats, also support cardiovascular health. Good circulation ensures your leg muscles receive the oxygen and nutrients they need to perform and recover. Strong circulation is like the delivery system for muscle health. Without it, your muscles can't thrive. Magnesium is another hidden gem in peanut butter. This mineral plays a key role in muscle contractions, nerve signaling, and recovery. Low magnesium levels are linked with muscle weakness and cramps, both of which can undermine leg strength in older adults. A couple spoonfuls of peanut butter help keep your magnesium stores topped up. And let's not forget about convenience. Peanut butter requires no refrigeration, no cooking, and no prep beyond twisting off the lid. For seniors living alone or with limited kitchen energy, this simplicity is invaluable. Spread it on whole grain toast, stir it into oatmeal, or pair with apple slices. It's affordable nutrition that fits seamlessly into everyday life. One important note: choose natural peanut butter when possible, with minimal added sugar or hydrogenated oils. You want the real, nutrient-dense food, not a processed imitation. Practical tips: spread on whole grain crackers for a quick protein-rich snack. Blend into smoothies with banana and milk for muscle repair fuel. Add to oatmeal for a hearty, energy-packed breakfast. Pair with vegetables like celery or carrot sticks for a simple, balanced snack. Peanut butter may not seem like a typical muscle food, but for older adults aiming to maintain strong legs on a budget, it's one of the most practical, versatile, and satisfying choices available. The final picture: all 7 foods together. Now that we've revealed all 7 foods, let's step back and see how they fit together. Sardines, complete protein plus omega-3s. Cottage cheese, slow-digesting nighttime muscle protector. Peanut butter, calorie-dense, magnesium-rich, and budget-friendly. What unites these foods is their affordability and accessibility. None require exotic shopping trips. None cost more than a few dollars per serving. Yet all deliver powerful nutrients that combat sarcopenia, protect bones, reduce inflammation, and fuel energy for daily activity. Imagine what happens when these foods become part of your weekly routine. Breakfast with eggs and whole grain toast. A snack of Greek yogurt with berries. A tuna salad for lunch. Lentil soup for dinner, with cottage cheese before bed. And peanut butter for a quick afternoon boost. Each meal becomes a strategic investment in keeping your legs strong and your life independent. Wrapping up part 3. With the addition of cottage cheese and peanut butter, we've completed the list of 7 affordable, protein-rich foods that support leg strength after 60. Together, they provide a roadmap for older adults who want to thrive without spending a fortune. But the journey doesn't end here. In part 4, we'll pull everything together. We'll discuss how to build simple, practical meal plans around these foods, how to time protein intake for maximum benefit, and how to combine them with lifestyle habits like walking and resistance training for the ultimate leg-strengthening strategy. Because at the end of the day, the goal isn't just food, it's freedom. The freedom to move with confidence, live independently, and enjoy every year with vitality. We've now explored 7 powerful, budget-friendly foods: sardines, eggs, lentils, Greek yogurt, canned tuna, cottage cheese, and peanut butter that support strong leg muscles after 60. Each one brings its own unique set of nutrients, from muscle-building amino acids to bone-strengthening minerals and inflammation-fighting compounds. But knowledge alone isn't enough. The real key to success is integration: how you bring these foods into your daily life, how you combine them with other healthy habits, and how you make them consistent enough to change the trajectory of your health. In this final part, we'll take everything you've learned and shape it into an easy-to-follow framework. We'll cover How to distribute protein throughout the day to maximize absorption and muscle repair. Sample meal plans using the 7 foods. Lifestyle habits, like walking and resistance training, that amplify the benefits of your diet. Long-term strategies to make this approach sustainable for years to come. The science of protein timing. One of the biggest mistakes older adults make is eating too little protein early in the day and too much late at night. A typical day might look like coffee and toast for breakfast, barely 5 grams of protein, a light sandwich at lunch, maybe 15 grams, and then a big protein-heavy dinner, 40-plus grams. Here's the problem. Your body can only use about 25 to 30 grams of protein at one time for muscle building. The rest is either stored or used for other metabolic needs. So if you're loading all your protein into one meal, much of it goes to waste. Research shows that spreading protein intake evenly across 3 to 4 meals results in greater muscle preservation. For older adults, the target should be around 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein at each meal, with smaller doses for snacks. This is where the 7 foods shine. They are easy to distribute throughout the day, giving your body a steady flow of amino acids. Sample meal plans with the 7 foods. Here are 3 sample days to illustrate how you can integrate these foods into practical, enjoyable meals. Day 1. Balanced and simple. Breakfast. Scrambled eggs, 2 to 3 eggs, with spinach on whole grain toast. 18 to 20 g protein. Snack. Greek yogurt topped with berries and a sprinkle of walnuts. 15 to 18 g protein. Lunch. Tuna salad sandwich on whole grain bread with side salad. 25 g protein. Snack. Apple slices with 2 tablespoons peanut butter. 8 g protein. Dinner. Lentil soup with carrots, celery, and onions, plus a small side of sardines on crackers. 30 g protein. Evening. Cottage cheese with a sprinkle of cinnamon. 15 g protein. Total protein, tilde 110 g. Day 2, flavorful and affordable. Breakfast, Greek yogurt smoothie with banana, peanut butter, and oats. 25 g protein. Snack, hard-boiled eggs, 2, with a piece of fruit. 12 g protein. Lunch, lentil and vegetable stir-fry over brown rice. 20 g protein. Snack, sardines mashed with avocado on whole grain toast. 20 g protein. Dinner, baked chicken, small portion, with roasted vegetables and a side of cottage cheese. 30 g protein, 10 g from cottage cheese. Evening, a few spoonfuls of peanut butter stirred into oatmeal. 8 g protein. Total protein, tilde 115 g. Day 3, variety and strength. Breakfast, omelet with eggs, spinach, mushrooms, and shredded cheese. 25 g protein. Snack, cottage cheese with pineapple chunks. 15 g protein. Lunch, tuna pasta salad with whole grain noodles, olive oil, and vegetables. 30 g protein. Snack, Greek yogurt with chia seeds. 15 g protein. Dinner, lentil and sardine stew with garlic, tomatoes, and herbs. 35 g protein. Evening, peanut butter on whole grain crackers with warm milk. 10 g protein. Total protein, tilde 130 g. Notice how in each of these days, protein is distributed consistently. There's no overwhelming, single protein-heavy meal. Instead, your muscles are nourished every few hours. That's a formula for slowing sarcopenia. Lifestyle habits that amplify the foods. Food provides the building blocks, but activity provides the signal. Without exercise, even the best diet can't fully preserve muscle mass. Fortunately, you don't need extreme workouts to see real benefits. 1. Walking. Walking is one of the simplest, most underrated tools for leg strength. Studies show that adults over 60 who walk regularly not only maintain leg muscle, but also improve circulation, balance, and bone density. Aim for at least 20 to 30 minutes daily. Even breaking it into 10-minute sessions makes a difference. 2. Resistance training. Your muscles need a reason to grow. Simple resistance exercises, squats, calf raises, step-ups, or using resistance bands, send a signal to your body, we need stronger legs. Combined with protein intake, these movements spark muscle protein synthesis. Research confirms that older adults who pair resistance training with protein-rich diets experience significantly slower muscle loss, and in many cases, they even regain muscle mass. 3. flexibility, and balance. Yoga, Tai Chi, or even simple stretching routines keep your joints flexible and your balance sharp. Strong legs aren't just about raw muscle, they're about control, stability. Buy in bulk. Large tubs of Greek yogurt, family packs of eggs, and dry lentils cost significantly less per serving. I get bored eating the same thing. Rotate your protein sources. For example, alternate between tuna and sardines, or swap lentil soup for lentil salad. Variety keeps your meals interesting and ensures a broader nutrient intake. Long-term strategy, consistency over perfection. Building muscle after 60 isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. Skipping one serving of protein won't ruin your progress, but consistently under-eating will. Think of each meal as a small deposit into your muscle bank account. Over weeks, months, and years, these deposits add up, keeping your legs strong and your independence intact. The beauty of the 7 foods is their accessibility. No matter your budget or cooking skills, you can integrate them. And once they become routine, they stop feeling like a plan and start feeling like a natural way of life. The freedom of strong legs. Why does all this matter so much? Because strong legs are about more than mobility, they're about freedom. The freedom to rise from your favorite chair without assistance. The freedom to walk confidently across the grocery store or through the park. The freedom to travel, garden, play with grandchildren, and live independently. Every spoonful of cottage cheese, every bite of tuna, every lentil stew is more than food. It's an investment in a future where your body serves you faithfully, instead of holding you back. Wrapping up the journey. Over the course of these 4 parts, we've discovered that muscle loss after 60 is real but reversible with the right nutrition and habits. 7 affordable foods: sardines, eggs, lentils, Greek yogurt, canned tuna, cottage cheese, and peanut butter offer complete, budget-friendly support for muscle and bone health. Protein timing and distribution are critical to making the most of every bite. Simple lifestyle practices like walking, resistance training, flexibility, and sleep multiply the impact of good nutrition. Most importantly, consistency beats perfection. The best diet is the one you can sustain. So the next time you stand in the grocery store aisle, remember, you don't need the flashiest product or the trendiest supplement. What you need is hidden in plain sight, affordable, powerful foods that have been quietly supporting health for generations. Choose them. Eat them consistently. Pair them with movement and rest. And watch as your legs carry you forward with strength, stability, and independence well into the years ahead.